Mr. Danny with the billionaires. I just cannot believe we've been on here blasting off for 26 minutes. We're going to start over.
Start it over.
Oh, we're going to start over here. All right. Mr. Danny, would you please? Hold on. Okay. Hey. Okay. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to re-tap back in. Mr. Danny, would you please start out with what our community conversation is?
Okay.
What did I do wrong, engineer? Wow. Wow. Okay. What happened to this? Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Danny.
Our focus is knowing community and people, events, opportunities, organizations, agencies, and business.
All right, and that's our focus?
Yes, the
okay,
focus.
And what's our purpose, sir?
The purpose is to inform, educate, stimulate, engage, the sharing, and communicating, relating genuine love for the community, joy, fun, and get off the couch and do some work.
And I got to let you know tonight we uncensored because we got Mr. BYRON BRUMFIELD in the studio. You old enough to hear what he got to say tonight, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Don't preach it every time.
All right. Well, we got Mr. BYRON BRUMFIELD on our couch tonight, community conversation. He's not only representing, but he is just one facet, one component, one part of the movement for mission and movement. Mega Evers Reloaded. Bring yourself to the mic tonight, Mr. BRUMFIELD. We got to start over, baby.
It don't matter. That everything get better when you start over, including everything get better when you start over.
Hey.
But first of all, I want to introduce myself. Everybody know me. My name is BYRON BRUMFIELD, and I represent that Ward 3, which is Shade Oaks, Rendition, and Georgetown. You know, but I also represent the whole city of Jackson. We got that camera going. We good?
Okay, so where did we start off at? Man, we done said all this.
I had to introduce myself.
Introduce yourself. Mr. Danny, would you introduce yourself, please,
Yes,
sir?
sir. Mr. Danny Ho, Mr. Billionaire, man.
And Mission and a Movement.
Sir.
How did you come up with the name Mission and a Movement? What is that? What does that derive from?
Everybody want to be, some people want to be like Mike, some people want to be like LeBron. I want to be, you know, when I got back from Jackson, Mississippi in 2017 or 18, you know, I hadn't changed my whole life. So right then, you know, life had got boring to me. I wasn't in the streets no more, you know, wasn't out here chasing the women in a hot pursuit of a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get myself together, man, and so I wanted to get out there and do this. So I got with my homie James Hopkins. We salute to James Hopkins. He running for mayor, so, you know, y'all put him in your mind and vote for him. You know, whatever, however. And he turned me on to Reset Jackson, and it's been on for then.
Okay, and so, Mr. Danny, how did you get plugged in, or how did you get connected with the Mega Evers Reloaded?
So, this is my neighbor right here. Met a good man. LinkedIn, we've been ever since, because I'm an entrepreneur, a specialist entrepreneur at that. So he connected me on business with washing cars, some everything. Some positive impact on the city. And we've been locked in ever since. He kept it real from the start. We've been locked in since.
Ever since?
Ever since.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you mean to tell me that old school can attract new school?
Yes, sir.
And then
keep it real. You can connect with anybody once you keep it real.
Mr. BRUMFIELD, you said in our earlier part of the show about a face card. Mr. Danny, what is a face card?
Face card is your name. It's your identity. Once you money can't. Hello. Like,
go right ahead.
Let me see it right. Face card is your name and your identity. There's some money can't change none of that. Once you lose your face card, is over with. Basically, it's over.
And what did you say about the face card that you possess in your what kind of face card do you have in your possession, Mr. BRUMFIELD?
We can go anywhere. Our whole organization, we normal people. Like I said earlier, my history ain't a mystery. From the streets, from the hood to the woods. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have more people like you, not just like you, more people love you than dislike you. And that's where you got the, you know, like a lot of people got the game figured out, but they got life fucked up. And I say that genuinely. A lot of people got the game figured out and they got life fucked up. And you gotta make sure that's anywhere. If you real around people or anywhere, you're gonna be real. And if you're like they say, if you real outside these streets, you real in jail. People respect real people doing real shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But most people, a lot of people be real and they let other people take that away from them. And that's what me and Dan were talking about earlier. That's why we can go anywhere, because you done got spread more love than hatred, man. And people love you more. People love you than hate you. You got to be able to go anywhere, and respect too. And a lot of people earn your trust, because respect and trust is earned. It's not given.
Respect and trust is earned, not given.
That's right.
Mr. Danny, you got some numbers over there next to you. Would you please fill our spirit with those numbers? This is a breakdown as of 2022 for the city of Jackson.
So from the age of 10 to 19, it's 14%.
Okay.
From 20 to 29, it's 16%. And 30 to 39 is 12%.
So that's over 40-some-odd%.
Yes, sir.
That's the movement there. That's the movement there. So how do we get that particular population, Mr. Broomfield, to participate in the change? You spoke about change earlier.
And that's what we do. You got to show them something. Because everybody out there talking, a lot of people ain't no action. A lot of people out there got broken promises. You know what I'm saying? And people don't believe in people no more. Whether it's jealousy, hidden agendas, or people just don't like people no more. And that's where hatred is being spread. And that's why you got to get people to come together first and spread love. You see what I'm saying? Once people come together and start spreading love, and I tell this all the time, well, once you got to get unity first, that's the seed of it. Unity. Once you plant that seed and then get unity first, and then it gonna spread. You gonna come together and start spreading love to your people. That's where you build up the trust. They're gonna start trusting you and respecting them. Once you start showing them love, then they're gonna feed the love off you. It's gonna feel good to make another person feel good. And that's what people not understand. It's quicker to make a person hate you and be mad. Y'all can be mad for years, hate each other for real, and that'll be a bad feeling. But when you love somebody and make people feel good, that's a wonderful feeling, but people don't want that. And that's what we do over there at Mega Reloaded Mission and Movement. That's what we do in our organization. We spread love. No matter who you are. Like I told you earlier, we ain't got no beef against nobody, whatever, and we ain't got no problem with nobody. We stand on neutral grounds, everything we do. Because if we didn't stand on neutral grounds of what we do, they'll be defeating the people that who we are trying to be. You see what I'm saying? We walk around Jackson, mad at everybody, hating everybody. We ain't shit. We hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what going on, what people got a problem with us, or how we feel about it or whatever, how I feel about somebody don't make no difference. How Daddy feel about somebody don't make no difference. Because you got to understand, we are an organization. We are an organization, and in our organization, you got more people. The love going outnumber the hate.
That's true. Your focus in the organization is what population, what mind, who are you focusing your energy towards?
We focus on first. Our purpose are the senior citizens. You
Stop
know what
right
I'm
there.
saying?
Why the senior citizens?
Because we got to get the knowledge from them to pass down.
Powerful.
And we got to quit. People keep overlooking them. You know, they don't know nothing. They do know something. If they senior citizens, they know how to live here a long time.
Oh, we.
They can tell you how to live here if they senior citizen. And that's what that's what we got to get back to. And people don't show much respect and support and overlook the senior citizens. Oh, they old. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going on to see them. They too old. It feel good bringing smiles on their face. It feel good. And the reason why we the voice of them, we call ourselves the voice of the elder senior citizens. They can't get them street light fixed no more.
I'm glad you're identifying issues and challenges. Go ahead.
They can't get them potholes. Your potholes out there in your yard. Them elder senior citizens, it wouldn't be like that if they could have been done got their shit fixed.
Right.
Them street lights wouldn't be out.
Uncensored.
If all that, the crime might not be up because they on them cordless phone calling. The crime wouldn't be up. They communicating with the neighbors.
You got a point there. So if they have what they're supposed to have, then they can still assist in facilitating a well, safe community.
Right. And then we owe them that, and people don't respect. We owe to make them safe and protect them and help them out. But they ain't got nothing like that no more. People not doing this because they not programmed to do this. The respect and home training, and it's not passed down no more. And that's what we got to reprogram our children and some people.
Right.
You not just reprogram, remind them.
I like the way you said that. Mr. Danny, what does that word remind? If we're accustomed to doing something, then we start moving beyond what we're accustomed to doing. How does that term remind, how can we be reminded of what we should be doing or how we can do something?
Like, get around folks that's more on the same page you on. That we need get around like-minded people, positive people. The same thing to reach your goal wherever you going. And there's some folks, once they see the change, they'll try to hurry up, hop on. Once they doing wrong, I ain't doing it. They'll hop on the same thing you doing.
Okay.
So just you keep doing good, and folks will see, and they'll follow up behind you sooner or later. Cause folks follow up behind the wrong stuff.
Look out
so
now.
they'll follow behind the right stuff.
So you saying if we keep doing the next right thing, we will accumulate the next right person.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So what about Mr. Broomfield? What about Mission and a Movement? Mega Evers Reloaded has drawn you in. I ain't gonna say drew you in, has drawn you in.
He had a plan. It was positivity. Some were working a positive impact. Like, let me see how I want to see it. He had some positive. He had some productive, some productive. He was doing that made me anybody willing to make money doing something productive.
Right.
And half the time it ain't about the money. It's about what you love doing. This helping other people.
That is so true. Mr. Broomfield, I think a lot of times when we caught up in this social media, and it's portraying all these, that's a lot on a person. If you're seeing all these different versions of lifestyle and they're hitting you 7, 8, 9, I don't know how, when you're scrolling, you might come into like, 20, 25 different environments within a minute. So if we focus on just slowing down, Mr. Danny, and just doing the progress and the process of good things, then we start to build good relationships with people. Am I saying that right, Mr.
You hitting it dead on the nail, but that's so hard for people to do. That's so hard. What you saying, you do the right thing, you can't go wrong. And that's what come part of change. A lot of people afraid of change. And you said a mouthful will do. You start doing stuff, people start doing stuff gonna make progress in your life. And just, help people out and do things. And once people start doing that, they'll feel that electric. It's electric in your body.
Right.
And it spreads.
Right.
It jumps out your body into other. When you spread love,
that's true.
It jumps out your body, jumps to his body, everybody around you.
Right.
And they feel it. If not today, tomorrow.
And when you're doing bad, that should jump in and out your body too.
It go both ways, man.
It'll jump in and out your body. I know. I peeled this off of Facebook. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Bernice, said not too much on her daddy after Sexy Red shared a distasteful AI image of the late civil rights leader on social media. The Missouri rapper has since apologized, allegedly. This is Bernice King. This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to my family and father, who is not here to respond himself because he was assassinated for working for your civil and human rights and to end war and poverty. So she asked Sexy Red to please delete. So Sexy Red responded, thank you. Wait. Then Bernice King, wait. Sexy Red said, you ain't wrong. Did you see this? Have you seen this, Mr.
Yeah, I heard about it.
She said, this is what Sexy Red, now that's an elder speaking on her dad, because the picture was a picture of Sexy Red looking straight at Martin. Did you see the picture?
Right.
Looking at Martin Luther King. It looked like they there in the same time.
That's right.
Okay. So when she saw that, she said that's what she put out there in the universe. Then Sexy Red responded, you ain't wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something I saw that I thought was innocent. That is so intelligent on Sexy Red's, on her perception and perspective of somebody bringing something to her attention.
You sure them her words?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Coach her?
That's a good point. So then,
had a coach.
then Bernice King replied, allegedly. Let me use the term allegedly. Thank you for your apology, which I sincerely accept. Please know that it was not my intention that you be denigrated. I value you as a human being. I hope you understand my concerns about the image. I know that my father has become a bit of caricature to the world and that his image is often used with no regard to his family, his sacrificial work, or to the tragic, unjust way in which he died, a state-sanctioned assassination. Unfortunately, I regularly challenge the disregard. I honestly wish that people would imagine what it would feel like to see their deceased murdered father repurposed for party flyers, unjust legislation, etc. All the best to you, young lady. So you got somebody on this far end of the spectrum in age. Why are you smiling, Mr. Broomfield?
You want me to speak on that?
Please do.
Well, on my thing on that, if she gonna charge Sexy Red, she gotta charge a lot of people for that. It's 2025. She gotta get off that. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody probably make their own thing out of Dr. King all the way down to the white man with hangings. She gonna have to go on the internet and go Google them. You're going to see more than Sexy Red, and Sexy Red really didn't make it up. She shouldn't have been charging Sexy Red. Somebody else made it up, and they posted Sexy Red page, and she posted it, which for the first time she had all her clothes on. She wasn't doing nothing derogatory, or was it because it was Sexy Red? What if it was me? She would have been hitting me up. Can you take me and Dr. King standing side by side?
Right.
And so, but that's where we got to stop that. The young folks got to get with the old folks. If anything, Sexy Red should have been doing a song with her, or they should have been doing something. We got to break that. We got to quit being scared of each other and quit judging each other. And that's the biggest problem right there going on right now. If you just, I'm not a Sexy Red fan. I'm against her. I talk about her nigga artist. She's a slut. She's trash. She's garbage. But I don't agree with her too many times. But she is the devil. Jezebel.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Everything. She look like the devil, act like the devil, talk like the devil. But on that, Dr. King, I understand she trying to honor her father name, but they've been tormenting shit for years when it comes to Dr. King.
I like the way
Why you picking that Sexy Red?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it was what if it wasn't her?
Right.
You know? She wasn't kissing them.
Right.
You know, you just standing
you
there.
got some valid point. Mr. Danny, what can you give me some can you piggyback off of that? Now you got your own perspective and your own perception. And Mr. Broomfield, what age bracket are you in, sir?
Who, me?
If I within 4 or 5 years.
Oh man, I'm at the beginning of being in my prime.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna holler the next ones up. What is your perspective? If you're and look at that. Okay. All right. You have some very valid points, because the first thing that I saw was why we always going to social media to have our conversations.
And then she ain't got no business to worry about. Really, she ain't got no business to worry about what's going on social media. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then you pull your sister to the side and you call her down there and guide her.
Right.
Let's have dinner and talk about it.
Right.
And you know, that's how you say that generation. And y'all get to know each other.
Right.
And you say, hey, why did you put my father picture? You a celebrity.
Right.
You can help her.
Right.
We can help this lady you might turn her life around. She might sing positive songs. It's going to take people like her, instead of just bashing her because she put a picture.
Right.
Sexy Red worse than that.
Right. And you know, when I looked at the picture, because I'm looking like, okay, well, I know
just standing in front of him.
That's what she's doing. All right, Mr. Danny, your scope from the next ones up to 25-year-olds.
I can't really say, because I try to stay away from internet, because everybody gonna have their own opinion.
Wow.
So folks gonna say what they want to say. So you just got, at this point, you got to let them talk. It is what it is.
Okay. All right. Engineer, from a female. Now that's 3 men in the house. 3 men in the house. Come on over here to the microphone. Give your perspective. Did you see the picture? Okay. Just listening to us. Okay. What is your takeaway from what we just got through discussing about the perception and perspective? You got that little soft voice. You got to go on speaking. Go on speaking that.
I guess just don't let people's ideas and perspectives kind of cloud your judgment. Just like you said, it's not really hurting anybody, harming anybody, just giving honor to your fathers and figures and stuff like that. And every day we should do that, not to repeat history or anything like that. But that's all I have to say.
Good point.
Different point of view talking about that, man. And then that just goes what we were talking about earlier. Change is good. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, scatter change. Who would have thought Sexy Red, Hood Rat? She took time out to honor Dr. King, too.
A whole lot.
She took time for being a hood rat, field rat, possum to honor Dr. King. That was her way of showing respect to him and for him. She wasn't being disrespectful. See what her daughter was like, oh, Dr. King was here, I give him some. That what she thinking in her head?
Right. That's a good perspective. So what we're saying is we all sitting in a stadium in different seats seeing a different part of the game.
Right.
And just because you're sitting in that section, I'm sitting in this section, doesn't make either one of what we see wrong.
Right.
Okay. All right. Got something else I want to throw out here. Controlling your minds. TikTok. They just had the big TikTok thing, and they done brought it back. Are you a TikToker, Mr. Danny?
Nah.
All right, what about you, Miss Minnie? No TikTok over there? Okay. What about you, Mr. Broomfield?
I don't barely know how to work Facebook.
Okay.
I'm still learning how to work Facebook, man.
All right. So they say that TikTok is geared towards 12 to 25-year-olds. And they say that China has the best algorithm and it collects the best data. China does not have Instagram, they don't do the Facebook, and they don't do the Twitter. Supposedly, in 15 years, China is projected to have the biggest economies. Wars are being fought within the data breaches. I found out that Africa has the youngest population, a positive growth, and 80% of their population is under 21 years of age. So I'm understanding that the greatest capital on the planet is human capital. Any feedback on that, Mr. Brumfield?
So the thing is with TikTok, man, you gotta understand what they really mad at. They got hidden agendas and everything like our way. What I recently found out, they don't do all the shit over there on their TikTok that they do over here. Half naked, twerking, and all that shit. But we are the land of the free. We've been doing it, and we take advantage of it. But whatever going on, they gonna charge TikTok. You got on Instagram, Facebook. All of them might got that. It's 2025, man. All of them might got the same goddamn technology, spamming, stealing, and all that. They just personally hidden agendas. With China and all that. And them just prime examples of everything we go through on our daily paths in life. They keep turning the United States into the divided states, disagreeing about bullshit like that all the time. Just, let them have the TikTok. You know, because people lost their damn mind. Oh, TikTok gone. I lived off TikTok. I was selling my prune juice. You know what I'm saying? Now, all that shit, man, which you got to respect. Do what's best for the people, not these hidden agendas. If people don't give a damn about their shit getting hacked, so goddamn.
Right.
Let them, let them get on it.
Let them do what they do.
That's their damn business.
Mr. Danny, what you think about the TikTok?
Let folks do what they do. Because I don't do social media because, like, everybody, they trying to be something they not.
Okay.
Like folks, like they'll take 1,000 pictures, but only pick the best picture to make it look good. Someday it ain't.
Okay.
So I just feel, man, it is what it is. Let folks choose what they do to do.
Social media, all of it, was the worst thing. They say it's the best thing ever happened to society. It's not the best thing. It was the worst thing. Which I'm saying that's where all the violence started. The beef started. Whether it's TikTok, this and that. That's where all people business get exposed and all that shit. Social media, people don't want to work. Before social media came, goddamn it, they was working all the time. They weren't going running to the phone trying to get on Facebook. Motherfucker wasn't, drop your location. I got all this shit wasn't going on, man.
Take social media, everybody be themselves. You'll see the real. You'll see what's really going on.
Man, and some of these people on social media don't look the same in real life.
Come on now. Filters, it's some of everything.
Social media was the worst thing ever happened, man.
Miss Minnie, what is your take on the TikTok, on social media?
So, from what I learned, I never had TikTok. I had Vine, like the 60-second videos. That was kind of cool and everything. Then that drifted away, and everybody started hooking on the Musical.ly, Instagram. Now Instagram's trying to be like TikTok. It's another way to get people to have that simple half-second mindset.
Right.
It's just, I don't know where the society's going, but it's looking real bleak.
Yeah.
Right now.
And it's to the point they can't live without it.
Yes.
They about to
literally.
die.
Having anxiety, all
Crying
that
because you ain't
stuff.
got to imagine being broke. Yeah, you'll cry. Shit, you cried about TikTok.
Come on now.
Shit.
They're trying to get that 5 second of fame.
Right. Just imagine Facebook fall out. Oh, shit.
That'll be a
Everybody be
problem.
sick. It's going to happen one day. Nothing lasts forever.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
I can't wait till it happens.
Yeah.
Get to see the real.
And people spend more time with social media than doing anything, man. Sex, working, anything. Social media, once you get on it, you stuck.
Damn, Mr. Broomfield, you done ate up all the candy.
Yeah, that shit was good. That was that expensive. That was that expensive candy, man. Look,
Did Mr. Broomfield offer you any
look,
candy?
look.
Nah, he good. Nah, he
That
good.
wasn't no Family Dollar mint ball right there. That was some real shit. That was some
Hey, I
expensive
slipped
shit.
over here, Mr. Danny. Get me up. Get what you
man.
call a mouth ball.
Yeah, mint ball. That shit was good, man.
Oh, man.
You gotta have a big bag around here somewhere.
It's somewhere around here.
Yeah, that thing
Okay.
good. I was waiting on you. Put some more out.
Hey, we want to make sure that we acknowledge Mr. Broomfield. He put in he's been putting in work a long time, that positivity. And at the recent Martin Luther King Jr. Awards by Councilman Kenneth I. Stokes, Ward 3, you were honored. What's that all about, Mr. Broomfield? I was out there this summer with you when you was holding up them signs, and just checking. You checking the community. You making people realize that, hey, lives are being lost on these corners. But go right ahead and share with us what the experience was like this past about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It was last Thursday.
That's right.
Last Thursday.
There was an example where hard work pays off from the organization on down. And when we won that award, award.
Wow, what do you mean we?
Mega L's Reloaded, a mission and a movement. That was all our award. That wasn't my award. Because when we move as a unit, not just me. We make our decisions together. I'm just the voice. And I'm just the head of the thing, just the voice of everything. And that's the only way it's going to work with that unity. Start with unity within your organization. You got to have unity within your organization in order to spread it to others. Everything got to spread. Unity, love, and peace. It got to spread from one person and go through the others. It got to start somewhere. Hey, you wake up in the morning, oh, I'm mad. Everybody going to be mad around you. Get back, because you're going to make everybody mad. It go the same way. So why not bring joy to everybody and warmth to everybody's heart? And people are scared to try that. You want to be mad at people forever. I'm mad at him. I don't like him. And get over the shit. The Lord he forgive you.
Right.
He forgive us for everything we do. But you can't forgive this person here because he said something about you or he don't like you. Or he don't even know you not to like you. And some people being too old not to like somebody.
Right. So when you received the award, what did you know were going to receive that award?
They told me I was going to receive, man. It was shocking, man, but like I said, man, it was a wonderful feeling, man. I mean, you coming up. You get a lot of trophies, man, in life, man. Just like when you're in the streets, you get the values that came with the streets. You get nice cars, jewelry. When you play sports, you get trophies that come, like that. But when you out here doing what we doing, you get a trophy. That award come from the city of Jackson, showing that they appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? They give you more fire. They be more fan to your fire. Because you already see what you could do. And like I said, we hadn't even been doing this a year. We'd be doing this a year in March.
What are some of the activities that you've witnessed the movement doing in the community with Mega Evers Reloaded, Mr. Danny?
Well, I did the parade, the car wash, and that's about it so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a lot. You just did the parade like this past weekend? It was cold as motherfucker out there, wasn't it? So how was that? What was that experience like? Let's just say that, hey, that kind of symbolizes the marching that went on back in the 60s. How did that make you feel as the next one up to be in a parade exemplifying manhood, integrity, compassion, movement for the city and your community?
Well, it's just like a different space. It was just something different, it ain't what we used to, so it's something different, eye-opening. So when I do it, I can be able to share with the rest of the folks that surround me, the ones that's coming up, the younger, that's watching me, something positive, so I can be able to show them this. When I get out of the way, I can be able to show them what's right and what's not to do, what not, I can be able to show them something different.
Okay.
Man, you really don't even know. And see, you don't even know what's going on. You got it wrong, man.
What's that?
He didn't march. We rode in limousine. He didn't experience the march.
Rode in limousine.
Mr. Danny ride me. He taking me there.
He gonna tell how he rode in the limousine.
How did it feel riding in the limousine? Y'all went in there with Mr. Hopkins.
We was in cabs. We was in with Fred Cass and Dr. Cass and the band director. They was at Lanier for 25 years.
Wow.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary. Okay. Dr. Cash, the band director. He got out, he wanted to dance. Him and Kenny Stokes was out there dancing, man. If y'all ain't never seen Kenny Stokes dance, they were hype at that parade, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he rode in a limousine, man.
Okay.
And I know that was a wonderful experience.
Tell us about the limousine experience.
It was just
he glowing down there, then, huh?
It was just something different than being with Mr. Cash, then Mr. B. It was just so much wisdom and knowledge to take in that I could be able to share with the rest of the folks. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Okay. I told him I got in there, I said, man, I smell like weed. Cash and got now. Oh, I don't smell it all. I don't smell crack at all. Ain't nothing you get in here and smell like I haven't smelled.
You know, when we keep it real with one another, that means we can grow together.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
When we keep it real, you also use the term, you know, we're not judging somebody else's story.
Right.
You might be able to see something in your own story.
Right.
Right.
Okay, all right, man. This is something else. What else we can ask? Oh, I'm gonna throw this out here. I'm a warrior, not a worrier. Either I find a way or I make one. Hold on, Mr. Broom. Let me just pass the picture. Let me just get a little feedback. And then I want Mr. Danny to give me a little reflection on that. What you got on that, Mr. Broomfield?
I'm a warrior, not a warrior. Either I find a way or I make one. What that is he's smoking on? Is that a joint or a blunt? It depends on what that is.
Right. It look like a dollar bill.
Oh, this you don't smoke no money. He need that to buy a cigar.
Right.
I mean, he got to be rich. He gonna need that at 50 more cents to get him a pack of Swissels, baby.
Right.
That mean, man, that's part of the world changing, man. That means you got to be a warrior with this world that's changing, or you got to find some kind of way to survive in it. That's how I'm taking that as.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of changes going on in this world, and it's starting with the people, it's starting with the culture, and it's starting with the world, the climate change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the cars looking like robots.
Right.
So we got to get prepared for this shit. Because
Okay.
we ain't prepared for it, keep thinking, you know, because you got to understand, we had DVDs at first. Yeah, we end up with...
we had the Matrix.
Yeah, 8-tracks. You see how this shit changed now? And now look at it now. You gonna have a 10,000. They got robots now, probably $10,000 after a while.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You got a robot running around your goddamn house.
Right.
A robot when you gonna go rob somebody, drop it. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
It's gonna
right.
get like that.
Right.
They got the drones now, all in the sky. They can't do nothing about it. And they flying everywhere. Drones dropping dope off over here. Drones doing this. Drones doing that. But have you ever thought about it? What they gonna do when the drone put the machine guns on from youngsters before they shoot them houses up?
That's right. That's right.
When you able to buy that drone with the machine guns come on.
Right.
Because you got to understand, it ain't our world no more.
Right.
Them youngsters, in about 10 more years now,
Right.
they going to have their own world. And people not looking at it like that now.
And we need to be a part of that world.
That's right. Or we going to be behind.
We're gonna be behind.
Or we going to be in the graveyard with everybody else who was down with change. Them super gremlins taking over. And that's why we need to get a street light fixed.
What's there's a correlation there. You say them super gremlins,
Yeah.
and you're noticing that we don't have our street lights up and working.
Yeah.
Is that a challenge for us in our community?
Yeah, and all they got to do is call. And if you don't ever call, they ain't going to never get them fixed.
Right. If you
They
don't-
going to be out forever, don't nobody call.
Right.
And then that's when I say super gremlin, they scared of light. Gremlins scared of lights. You put all the lights up in your neighborhood where they lit up and real good.
Right.
They can't see.
That's a good point.
They scared of light.
That's a good point.
But it's dark everywhere you go now.
Right.
It's dark. It ain't never been like that. They scared of lights.
Right.
They don't even come out in the daytime.
Right. That's a positive.
And then I call super gremlins because it's a lot of them. That's everywhere. They everywhere super gremlins. The reason why you can't find no murder, they all look alike. All they got to do is put the mask on, hair twisted up.
And they ready to roll.
They ready to roll all time of night, hanging out the window, shooting drive-by like gremlins.
Okay.
People don't even see that.
Wow. Miss Minnie, you got one over there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and feed us, please.
It says, I may be in pain, but trust me, I ain't weak.
Can you reflect on that? I may be in what?
Pain, but I'm not weak.
Okay, go ahead and give some reflection on that one.
Mostly all I could think about is that movie reference. The pain makes it real or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, pain makes it real or brings you back into reality.
Okay.
Keeps you it's better than feeling nothing. I want to say that, or feeling empty.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. That's
You're being very informed. You really go ahead. She's normally a little quiet, but she's putting it in there. What you think about pain making what read that again so Mr. Broomfield can give us some feedback on that.
I may be in pain, but trust me, I ain't weak.
I'm not weak.
I ain't weak.
I ain't weak. I may be in pain, Mr. Broomfield, but I ain't weak. Have you experienced pain? And this exemplifies that you're not weak.
Well, that what makes you a stronger person. You got to go through something to be where you are, in life. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never experienced pain, you ain't human. And one thing what people got to understand, you gonna win or lose in this world, but only strong gonna maintain.
Right.
You're gonna have different relationships. It's a circle. You might deal with different people, different days. A lot of people gonna check out of here. You might lose a job. You're gonna get another one. Ain't nothing, and you're gonna be in pain. So either the ones gonna be sitting around, the ones who suffering, the ones gonna be sitting around suffering forever and not able to face the other challenges that's up. Or the ones who I ain't got no words. Them the only two who's gonna suffer from the pain. But the ones who used to know how to deal with it, gonna handle it and looking for the next problem.
Wow.
Gonna look for the next problem. Come on, you coming.
Right.
And be ready for it and be strong enough to deal with it.
Wow.
You know, but after you get a certain age, it ain't gonna be about you no more. It's gonna be about that seed that you planted. So you gotta make sure you be done build them to be strong and not weak. You gotta make sure you done deal them to deal with pain. You gotta make sure you done deal them to deal with the good and the bad. So just don't let them live a good life. That thing ain't no pain. That's where they get shit fucked up at.
Right. So the pain is essential.
It's common.
Yeah.
It's normal. Just the strong people that want to deal with it. Some try suicide when
Right.
they in pain. Some get on drugs.
Right.
Some take their frustration out on other people. And some deal with it accordingly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And handle it. If you got breath in your body and strength, you can deal with anything in this world.
Powerful.
If you got that mind.
Right.
You got it, and that's another thing. The brain is on top of your head first. So you got to use your brain before it get to your heart. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand that. That brain control your heart, your feet, your arms, and legs. That's why it's on top of your head. You know? So before anything gets to your heart, you got to set your mind to it, and you got to set your mind to understand that this how it is, this how it's going to be. I got to get over this and move on to the next problem because, you know, life is just hard living.
It is.
You know?
But it's fun.
It's fun.
It's
and
hard, but it's fun.
That's why you got to enjoy your life to the fullest because you're here for a good time. You ain't here for a long time.
Right.
That's why people not understanding. They get so much, I got this problem. You better have fun.
Right.
If your light bill, you just paid your light bill $300 and your check was number $350, you better go buy, you get you something to get drunk with or enjoy it.
Right.
You better not be sitting around out mad, whatever drug you on.
Right.
Shit. You'll be all right. Because you're going to have some you got a heart and you got a mind to go out there and get.
And get some more.
And get some more.
Right.
And when you lose that, go get some more.
Go get some more. Mr. Danny, you got one down there, sir?
It say nothing kills you faster than your own mind. Don't stress over a thing that you cannot control.
Hit it one more time for me.
Nothing kills you faster than your own mind. Don't stress over things that you are out of your control.
Okay, can you give us some reflection on that one?
Like what they say, pressure don't bust, probably make diamonds. Like you can't, don't go. It's because resources. You learn how to adapt to your environment. Use your resources that you got. Because either way it go, folks always stressed by this and that. But at the end of the day, everything always be. As soon as we finish complaining, everything always be alright.
Wow.
So just learn how to use your resources and adapt to it. So when you go broke or something, they try to go steal, rob, this and that. You ain't got to do all that. Get kicked out of the house, go, man, I got to get some money, go do this and that. Man, you use your resources. Take a shower. Folks say they can't take a shower. Go play in the field and take a shower.
Right.
One of you hungry, this and that, breakfast, can't get nowhere to do. Go to the hotel and get free breakfast. Like you got to learn how to use your resources. Use what you got. Stop worrying about what you don't have.
Wow. They say that's when you think on a gratitude perspective, that's abundance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, when you're not being grateful, that's scarcity. Okay.
Sir.
All right. Miss Minnie, what you got over there?
Sometimes
Let me
life
guess
will
what
kick
he
you
said.
around.
Ho. Slow down. Go right ahead.
Let me bounce up what he said on this, sum it up what he said on.
Okay.
What he said on is so many words that you can't control actions in life. You only thing you control is your reaction.
Wow. Hit that again, Mr.
You can't
Brumfield.
control your actions, whatever go on in life, the actions of life. You ain't got no control what go on tomorrow or whatever next week. But what you got control of how you react to what's going on.
Miss Minnie, can you give me a reflection on what Mr. Brumfield just said? Do you need me to say it again?
Yeah, one more time.
Hit it one more time, Mr.
You can't
Brumfield.
control actions in life, or you can't even control another person's action. But what you can control is how you react to actions in life or another person's reaction.
Okay, what you think about that, Miss Minnie?
So
Just like an example, if your car down there and you stuck in traffic, right?
Okay.
You can't control that traffic. You can blow your horn, go crazy, motherfucker, get the fuck off.
Right.
Go. You stop for 20 minutes, son of a bitch, beat on your horn.
Right.
So all you can do is just sit there.
Wait.
She's a very freaky girl.
Right.
Listen to your music or whatever you do. and control your reaction. Not get stressed out over certain shit. And that's where you got to use your mind. Because if you go to your heart, you can have a heart attack. Going crazy.
Right, right. Can you get some reflection on that?
So this might deal with life experiences. So not to be too touchy, but me and him have spoken about. So I wanted to go to the Air Force or the Navy, but I was always ghosted. That's when they don't want to deal with other forms and sheets. They don't want to take you up to the higher ups or something like that. They'll just ghost you. So that really brought me down. I really thought I wasn't worthy or something like that. So that's when I just put it aside and I went to go back to school. That's where I'm at right now in Jackson State, transferring in my junior year, trying to get my bachelor's because that's what I really wanted to do, so I can go ahead and be a data analyst or somewhere in my career field with my dad or my mom, health or trucking.
So what you didn't do was
Ponder
you minimize what somebody else had going on
Yeah.
versus what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I want to challenge our professionals. When you got the next ones up and they have this passion about participating in our systems, don't ghost them. If it's something where they're falling short, if it's something that they're lacking, give them the ingredients. And I see that in the Mega Evers Reloaded. I haven't seen you. Y'all got babies out there. You got young adults. You got grown folks.
Everybody.
Yeah, you're going to have to bring your brother back. But do not, and I'm challenging the adults who are in these positions, collecting checks, Mr. Broomfield, ghosting people that want an opportunity and a chance.
And that's all. Just like that's the thing.
That's
the thing. That's what we did when I organized that. We give you a chance. We don't accept who you are. Oh, this person, that person. As long as you got that, you trying to help people.
Right.
Stop the violence and come out there. I don't care. You just come out of anywhere.
I think I've seen some 3-year-olds, some 5-year-olds.
All of it, man.
Right.
We got a program. They enjoy that. Walking in the parade experience instead of just sitting on the sideline. Let them walk in it.
Right.
Get the network, and we working from the bottom to the top. And then that's who we got to pass the torch down.
And what is have you heard that term before, Mr. Danny? Ghosting.
Ghosting.
What is that? What does ghosting look like to a 25-year-old man?
Like, soon you tell somebody, like, you keep your word or something, you think soon if it happen last minute, all you just check out on me. You know where to be found, but you just talk, say we were going to do this, and then last minute you just left when it was supposed to be an opportunity on. So this
Ms. Minnie, what can we say to our professionals that are sitting behind the desk, that are supposed to be facilitating our movement through the maze? What should we say to them to encourage them about that ghost effect to the next ones up?
To encourage them, I guess just be able to accept, like, when I tried to call them back, I wanted to be sincere. I said, I understand that it might be hard because what my issues are, it might be a little bit hard to put it on paper. Going over the paperwork might take several weeks, months, but I was willing to do it.
Wow.
But if it's okay, I would like to be referred to somebody else.
Powerful. Powerful. And Mr. Broomfield, for an adult, for a person in a position of leadership, not hearing that, what would you say to that adult or that professional?
They got to get it more involved. Everything, like, you take everything we learn in life, we had to learn from somebody else.
Truth.
So you got to pass it down.
Truth.
And a lot of people keep stuff to themselves, and then when it comes to that new generation, they won't listen to them. Then they not understanding. And I tell this all the time, this not finna be our world no more.
It's not.
You got to listen to them, whether, like they coming up. I used to be with, they got their pants sagged. They need to pull his pants up.
Right.
But I had to look at it different. Man, this ain't shit now. It ain't my shit.
Right.
Oh, he got the ski mask on and all that. It's not my thing. You know, it's their thing, and I can't stop it. I ain't got no control of it. I just got to adapt, adjust, and try to figure out how to stay out their way and how to get these type of people involved in different things no matter what the situation is. And that's the biggest problem we got. Instead of talking to our youth.
Our adults got this issue. They got this crisis.
They
Go
don't
right
want to
ahead.
pass the torch up.
They don't want to pass the torch.
They don't want to, they want to accept their children, how they are and who they are. They don't want to, like me. Like, I want to do music, and my child had to tell me one day, Dad, that ain't my passion. I don't want to do that. It kind of hurt me, but I had to understand it and respect.
So one of your childs brought to your attention that that's what you wanted to do. And
yeah, that ain't what he wanted to do.
I got you.
And so I had to, it hurt me or whatever, but I had to relate to it and make sure I kept on selling him the game.
Wow. Okay. You got one down there, Mr. Danny? Is that, you've already read that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me get you something fresh. Go ahead, Miss Minnie, with the one you got.
Okay, so don't judge. Nobody has it easy. Everybody has problems. You never know what people are going through. So before you start judging, criticizing, or mocking others, remember everybody's fighting their own battle.
Right.
So with that one, so I work in retail. So everybody has everything to complain about.
Wait. You
They
work
throw
where
it
now?
at
Where you work at?
Retail.
Don't call out the name, but you work in retail.
Yes.
You can see all kind of
Yes.
personalities. All right, so tell us about your retail experience.
So everybody wants to put it against us. We are not the corporation. We work here. We work check by check. We can't make everything go away. Your worries. You just gotta put up with it. You just gotta deal with it or go to another store. It's never a bigger problem or anything like that. That's why you just can't be judgmental and be personal. That's why they always says if the customers are being rude or whatever, just don't take it personally. Just kind of steer in this direction, give them a solution. So nobody go blasting up the store. We don't need that.
Mr. Brumfield, I can just hear it in your in your space, in your universe, in your world, that you don't personalize what people got going on with all this anger, the negativity. How is that so? How have you developed what we call it the calluses against what somebody else got going on?
Well, when you go through the trials and tribulations in life as you grow, you got this thing where you got to get knowledge first to get the wisdom to deal with stuff. It got to make you humble. And the reason why I say that, man, because I got this motto that I say. Just because other people ain't real, don't let them take it away from you.
Go ahead, one more time. I told you it was going to get hot in here.
Just because another person ain't real, don't let them take it away from you. If they ain't real, don't let them stop you from being real. If you a real nigga, you a real nigga 24/7. You ain't going to change. You got this motherfucker coming up here talking shit that you got you out of your character. And I told Danny today, and I'm so for real about this, I done got old now. If a bullshit come up to me right now, I'm a run. You come up
you
to
believe
me,
that, Mr. Danny?
You
gonna get out the way?
Want to fight me or start some shit, I'm going to run. I'm going to holler at you. Now, if you get behind me and start chasing me, that's a different story.
Right.
But I'm going to run because you ain't got time for bullshit. And that's where people get caught up. If you doing real shit, you ain't got time for bullshit.
No, you don't.
No way.
You don't.
Now, we make a mistake and we step in bullshit sometimes.
Say that again. Back up and say that again.
We make a mistake and we step in bullshit sometimes. But you can't just stand in it. Don't stand in it. You got to get out, wipe it off your feet and keep going. But then I use myself as an example. Like I told Daddy, I used to raise my voice, go crazy and all that, man. I'm not going to raise my voice unless I'm talking to my people trying to get my point. And then why I keep repeating things in life that ain't getting you nowhere?
Wait. Hit that again. That's insane thinking. Say that again now.
Why I keep doing things in life ain't getting you nowhere? If you holler, it's like you hollering at a person and they ain't understanding you, people be humble. It's better to be humble. And once you see a person see you humble, just like spread love and hate, you can show another person how to be humble. And you being righteous and humble would take you a long way than being an idiot and a fool.
Wow.
It'll take you a long way than be an idiot. You got to be yourself. You outspoken or whatever. But as long as you stay righteous and humble, people respect that. From you being a clown, an idiot, and a fool all the time, man, they don't want to see you coming around. If you righteous and humble, want to give an ear, a helping hand, or they'll know people just like being around you. And then they'll learn that from you. But it takes some time. You got to go through it. Like Betty Wright said, no pain, no gain. You got to go through something to be humble. It don't happen overnight.
Right. What you got down there, Mr. Danny?
The wise man accepts his pain and endure it and does not add to it. Okay, when like you mess up, don't like everybody mess up, so you can't just ain't nobody perfect. You just can't go soon you mess up. Oh man, I'm finna do this. I'm finna try to do that. Once it happens, like you can't change it. It already happened. So just keep pushing, keep doing the right thing. Like you said, don't let nobody change it because you had one mess up. Then you go to somebody else and add on to it. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. So just
you call that letting your situation turn to problem.
Yeah.
Wait, you call that doing what now?
Let the situation turn to problem, and people get that mixed up.
letting your situation
turn to a problem.
turn
It's
into a
difference
problem.
between a situation and a problem.
Okay, elaborate on that
You
for me.
can't just like you in a situation, you don't let it turn to a problem. You know your light bill ain't paid. That's a situation. So you get cut off. That's a problem. You knew you had that situation.
Come on, Dad.
You knew last month after you paid the light bill it was coming.
I thought you was gonna say like you gonna climb the pole and connect it and then get electrocuted. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So say that again. Now you knew last month when you paid the last bill
Yeah,
that it was gonna be another situation.
that's right. That's right. And then if you do get a situation problem, you just sit there and deal with it because you knew it was coming. They come cut it off today. You knew 2 days later you ain't got that extension.
Right, right.
So sit in the lights for you figure it out.
Right.
Don't be crying about it or what I'm gonna do. Just sit there, get you some noodles, whatever the fuck you need to do.
Right.
You gonna figure it out.
Okay.
It ain't the end of the goddamn world.
Right.
The lights just off.
Minnie, you
For
got
real.
one over there.
It ain't the end of the world. The lights just off. You don't figure this shit out.
You comfortable, Mr. Broomfield?
I'm feeling good, man.
Man, that's what I'm talking
You got some Hennessy? Shit.
That's gonna be one of our next podcasts. We're gonna be like Shay Shay. Now we're gonna call it Shay Shay. We're just gonna call it the drink.
Right.
You already done yours, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got another one over there, Miss Minnie?
Sometimes life will kick you around, but sooner or later you realize you're not just a survivor, you're a warrior. And you're stronger than anything life throws your way.
Wait, back up again. I was messing around over here, Mr. Broomfield. Mr. Broomfield went to shaking it. Mr. Danny, you see him? He went to shaking his paper at me.
You said life do what now?
Hit it again.
It says life throws your way. So
Read the whole thing.
sometimes life will kick you around, but sooner or later you realize you're not just a warrior, you're a survivor.
That's right. That's a good one. But she hit that dead on the nail. With that being said, man, life will kick your ass.
Right.
Life done beat my ass, man. You see all these scars, war wounds, that shit come from the game, man.
Right.
Life done beat my motherfucking ass, man. But you, like she said, you realize you're a warrior. You know your purpose here. Like everybody was sitting here for a reason. I said that in my speech the other night. You would sit here, you got an occupation, everybody, a boss or whatever, but you sit here for a reason and a purpose. And the purpose and reason everybody sit here will serve all of us if we figure it out. You're not here to get no $1 million and go buy no 1 million cars. You know what I'm saying? You here to get that $1 million. When you get that $1 million, you can invest in your people and build in your people. Graduate from a boss to be a king. And it's a big difference between a boss and a king. You see what I'm saying? But everybody want to be the boss, but don't nobody want to be a king.
All right.
It's too many responsibilities keeping niggas straight if you're a king.
That's true.
If a boss, you just get direction. But why not be a boss? Because the Lord bless you with these riches and all this stuff to invest in your people and all that. You can have all the jewelry in the world, all the houses in the world, then what? Then what? But if you start investing with your people on that money, why not?
When you bring somebody else to the table.
Huh?
When you bring someone else to the table.
Why not invest in my people and build them a village?
Right.
And reprogram them. I got $100 million. Let me build a neighborhood over here.
Right.
I ain't doing shit.
Right.
And sit here 30 years and watch it grow.
Right.
And watch my people move in and teach them how to develop houses and stuff like that. Then you being the king.
Right.
Then you save some lives. You can't take that money with you.
Come on now.
So invest it in the community.
Invest in the community. A lot of them don't do that. You got a lot of brothers in the community right now. They buying houses, buying beauty shops and shit, but I don't see none of them help picking shit up.
Right.
Ain't helping clean it. Ain't getting the street light fixed.
Right.
Ain't getting the guy. We got to do that shit.
Right. Right.
Invest in that shit. You'll feel good about it.
Right.
Then you'll graduate from a boss into being a king.
Wow.
We spray painted all on the goddamn walls when we were gang banging. I don't see none of these niggas out here trying to help getting this shit fixed that we tore up
Right.
through
Right.
the years. And like I told you earlier, the elderly, they cannot do it no more.
Right. And if,
So we fucked up.
right.
If this shit keep crumbling and all these lights keep getting out and all these potholes keep building up, ain't nobody fixing it. It's like Vietnam. We fucked up. Who
Yeah.
gonna fix it?
That's true.
These teenagers gonna move to the projects.
Right.
They ain't gonna fix that shit.
Right.
They don't give a fuck.
Especially if they haven't been included in the process of fixing.
They
Okay.
ain't studying that shit.
Right. Because if you don't let me come to the table, then how I know a table exists?
That's why the future, if they don't figure this shit out, it's not gonna be no Jackson, Mississippi. This new generation ain't finna fix their mama old ass house up. They'll go pay $1,300-$1,400 a month, goddamn apartment somewhere.
Right. So
or
we
go
have
low income.
So we have to include them. What you got right there, Mr. Brumfield? We got about 8 minutes
man, I get
left.
so excited.
Please get excited.
Men on the sidelines are always louder than men in the arena. Keep this in mind next time you receive unsolicited advice or criticism.
Men on the sidelines
are always
louder
than the men in the arena.
We've been speaking on that all night.
Right.
Men on the sideline are always louder than the men in the arena.
Right.
What you think about that, Miss? What you think about that, Miss Minnie? The adults on the sideline are louder than the next ones up in the arena.
Yeah, I want to say like my parents.
Oh no, we ain't gonna do that. Your parents might be watching, but go right ahead. Go right ahead. Share with us, because I'm a parent, and you've had to share with me about how to engage with my 22-year-old. But go right ahead. Grown-ups on the sideline are always louder than the next ones up in the arena. Go right ahead.
So I want to say like my grandmother, she always says, T, aren't you going to take a break? Aren't you going to do this? You're just going to slow down, do this. And when I do slow down, she's like, I'm going to pick up again, get it up, get it up. I'm just like, well, I want to choose my own pace. You know, get there how I want to. It's going to come. Just I want to go on my own pace.
Powerful.
Not by somebody else's commands and stuff like that. Because I understand, I'm very caring. I want to take it in, want to learn. But sometimes it's okay to take it from inside, within.
Wow. What about you, Mr. Danny? Any feedback on that?
Nah, it really kind of sound like what they say, wherever there's a lot of noise, there ain't no money there. But the ones that's quiet, there were the money. Like banks is always quiet, their libraries quiet, there were all the money. But the clubs, ain't no money in there, except for the person that own the club.
Wow.
That was basically what I got it.
Okay, that's our next one. So what you got on your end down there?
Sometimes people will really love to help you, but just because of your nature, behavior, they don't. They're like, it's a lot of people willing, long as they see you doing some productive positive. Ain't nobody willing to help you or whatever. They just like
that
with
was
your
on me.
like your face card messed up. Ain't nobody willing to help you.
Right.
Ain't nobody
There
finna
was
do nothing
another
for you.
thing on me, man. When I first jumped in this thing, they were trying to judge me. Oh, he sell dope. Oh, he from the streets. He was doing this shit. Like I said, my history ain't mixed, but don't judge me about what I used to do. Judge me about what I'm doing now. You understand what I'm saying? Then you the same motherfucker out there talking to me about what I'm doing in the community or whatever. What you doing for the community?
Right.
Now, if you were doing something, and then you would say I ain't doing shit, but then my actions speak louder than my words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That go what takes you back. If you're a real nigga, you're a real nigga when you 24/7. You ain't finna make no change and then go back and say I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And that's what a lot of people don't be solid. They pretender. You got some pretenders out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to be real all day.
The work speaks for the work.
Right.
Mr. Brumfield, we got about 3 minutes, and I just want you to share with the viewer. And first of all, community conversation with Community Strong for Jackson MS, and it's been a pleasure and an honor having Mr. BYRON Brumfield. Mission and movement. I want to put A in there. Mission and movement. See that A take away from the movement. Mission and movement. Mega Evers Reloaded in the community 25 hours a day.
That's right.
8 days a week, 375 days out the year. He say, don't call me. I done already pulled up.
I'm going to pull up.
I'm going to pull up. I'm going to let Mr. Danny go. Go ahead.
You everything, though. You just like a brother, senior citizen, everything. I got to come with you. I ain't homeless or nothing. Go ahead.
Miss Minnie, we're gonna close out, and we're going to let Miss Minnie, anything you want to say to the viewers, and we want to thank you all for tuning in to Community Conversation. And I just want to thank Mr. Brumfield for kicking off the Uncensored. He asked, he said, man, how much heat can I bring? So I just want to thank you for being who you are, being transparent. Not only do you very rarely speak it, but you walk it a whole lot more. Always you're like an angel floating around the city of Jackson. And you have to respect people in their stories, because their stories is a reflection of yourself. Sometimes you can't be as lit as the person you around. So just be honest with yourself that, I'm feeling that in the right way. Anything you'd like to say to our viewing audience tonight? Community conversation?
Yes. I want to say be the change. Don't look around wondering who's going to do this, who's going to do that. Be the one to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Powerful. Mr. Danny?
I want to say, just be your authentic self. Don't let nobody change you for nothing. If you help the ones that actually trying to be here, if not, leave them behind until they want to catch up and ready to be helped.
Wow. Okay. Mr. Broomfield.
Oh, I gotta say something before I go. I'm gonna go about 3 minutes. Listen, election coming up. You got a white woman voting, a white man, and a black lady running. The two, you have a different black sister for mayor, or you have a white man for mayor. We can't lose on that.
Right.
Then the white man gonna bring the money. The black sister they're gonna be two changes. They're gonna be part of the change. You can vote for the same people. We already vote popularity contest. Gonna be in the runout. So get over with. But I want to say everybody out there, I appreciate everybody who been behind us. And we're going to continue to be working for our people. And we got a lot of more things going. Like Valentine's Day, we're going to pass out the flowers to the senior citizen and the elderly. Because that goes back to who we are and what we do. We don't walk the talk. We walk the walk and we talk the talk. Another thing, I talk about change all the time. Change is good. People got to stop being afraid of change. We always sit here for, we serve a purpose from sitting here. And we got to figure out why we're here and what our position in life for.
You know, when you're around the right people at the right time, when I met Mr. Danny, I thought that was your son.
Right.
Mr. Danny, I want you to know, man, it's a pleasure to know that you're coming behind me.
Yes, and let me tell you who he is, though. Danny is the voice to the youth.
Okay.
And like I said, we got to get one person to get the rest of them. The youth and his people his age.
Right.
That's a start. By next year, you're going to see, we don't have the army. We getting the bill.
10 to 35 make up 42%. That's the change.
That's right.
So I'm challenging the next ones up. That we're going to let them do what they're going to do these 4 years. But in 4 years from now, Mr. Dan, that means you'll be 29. Miss Minnie, you'll be what, 25, 26? You guys are the change. So learn as much as you can about the city, be able to stand up and articulate, and know that you all working together is the next movement. Y'all watch what's about to occur now.
That's right.
Watch what people say. Take notes of what they say. Make sure you introduce yourselves to those people. Build relationships and say, hey, I'm holding you accountable and responsible for what you're saying. Okay, because they're about to drop a whole lot of promises onto Mr. Broomfield.
They already started.
They already started. So, hey, we just want to thank Community Conversation. Also, we want to make sure that we thank the Visions with the Z Unlimited Studios. Miss Minnie, I don't know what it was that you all did, but you all brought Miss Minnie out, and she really articulated.
Thank you, Miss Minnie.
She really, that's our engineer for the night. I'm gonna see how well she did over there, because you know when you get to talking, you put the phone down. So we're gonna see who got the TV. Did everybody get some TV time?
Yeah.
Okay. So we just want to thank our next ones up. Without them, there cannot be an us.
Okay.
Cannot be a us. Mr. BYRON Broomfield, we just can't thank you for who you are, what you do, sir. And you looking mighty sharp tonight. I didn't know you was coming in there clean. Oh, before you go, Black excellence. What is Black excellence?
Black excellence is the future. That means being good at everything you do. Just like a missionary in the movement, Mary Reload, a missionary in the movement, I got to be good at everything, being great at what you do. You know, if you can't be great or good at it, don't do it at all.
Powerful. And how can how can they follow the show that you have? What's the name of the show? Hit that show.
Nigga Out of 601 every Sunday night at 7 p.m. You want some knowledge, come to college. Big shouts out to Mr. Pookie didn't do it, BB, Tasha, and everybody else on Cadillac and Queen of Mississippi Snow. Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Nigga Out of 601. Make us reload the mission and the movement. We don't talk about it. We be about it.
I want you guys to know that this coming Sunday, we're going to have Zach Service. He's also got his name in the race for the mayor of the city of Jackson. You will not be bored. Want to leave you guys with this note. Community Conversation each and every Thursday at 6:30 p.m., 601-937-5671. Be sure to connect so you know what's going on knowing community now. Sometimes we are tested, not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. We want to thank y'all for tapping in. We want to thank y'all for connecting. May you all have a safe evening. Know that you are a superhero wherever your feet are planted. I did okay on that, Mr. Dan?
You need your thing. Can see it no better.
If BB throw his head back, that means I'm in the right space. Miss Minnie, thank you for being the engineer tonight. Shout outs to Visions Unlimited Studio. We'll see you guys Sunday at 10:30 a.m.
Sir.
Oh, you want to give a shout out to your people on there?
Oh, yeah, we finna go back to the hood. Tell them where they can catch this at right now, because they got it on my camera.
Okay, Community Strong Fort Jackson, MS, Howard Sanders, uppercase I, and you can tune into that. Tune in there, and you can catch the show, and then I'll resubmit it tonight because I got to go back and cut out what we was in there talking and the lips was moving.
He gonna edit how he want.
But we ain't cutting nothing with Mr. Broomfield said. Hey, y'all have a great evening. We'll see you next Sunday. We'll see you this coming Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Peace. All right, we got to get our picture. We got to get our picture. Mr. Broomfield ate up all the candy in here. Hey, the candy been here for. Hey, candy been here for 2 weeks. Ain't nobody touched it.